My name is Brehon, and I'd like to welcome you back to the channel where not only do we like to talk about great stocks, we love to talk about crypto, we love to talk about options, whether it's making call options or put options, and we love talking about great books. Family, my team, Humble Family, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal week because the stock definitely isn't. Listen, my team, Humble Family, I'm here. I'm just here to provide a technical analysis about Humble. Okay, so we've seen all the news, all the promising news that's coming up, the hope. There's a lot of hope out there, and things do sound great. But at the end of the day, what I've been talking about in some of my videos is numbers, data. We need to see data. There are people that are down, that jumped in this stock because they truly believed in it when it was $5, $6 a share. Now they're down $10,000. Some people are down, 15, 20,000 on this thing because they went all in. They truly believed in it. And a lot of times they do this based on YouTubers, right? So YouTubers like me and like other YouTubers out there, they're pumping it up. They're telling everyone out there in YouTube space, YouTube stratosphere to buy. And I've been one of the ones that's been preaching about this company, Humble. All right. But again, if you've been following my channel, I've been talking about, buying when it's low, when we have these huge increases, influx of cash coming in, which boosts the price up. We sell, we take profits, we wait for it to settle back down, and then we buy back in at the low. We add more shares, and we continue building. All right, but as of late, I've gotten stopped out of a couple of positions right now. So I'm just sitting back. I'm waiting for opportunities to get back in and add more shares to Humble. Now, when we take a look at the hourly chart, I'm sorry, not the hourly, but when we take a look at the daily chart, the daily chart is giving me a sign or a small glimmer of hope because as we can see, the last 5 days, we've been having a increase in momentum coming into the stock when we pay attention to the MACD. Now, what I like to use is the 20-day SMA simple moving average, and I like to use the MACD because I've learned over the years, I've been trading and investing for 15 years. I make sure I hit the max. So I've been putting over $19,000 in my retirement account every single year. Investment in strong, nice investments. Hopefully, we grow 10, 15, 20%. And also in my other accounts like Fidelity. That's my main retirement account, but I do have small accounts in TD Ameritrade, and I do have a Robinhood account. So Humble is a large position in my TD Ameritrade account. All right, so I did get stopped out a couple of times. So I'm waiting for opportunity to get back in, and it appears that there may be some opportunity here based on the momentum. So we do have nice momentum coming in. Hopefully, I would like to see a cross on this oscillator, which would give me more of a belief that this thing could possibly rebound and head back up to $2 or $2.50, that or $3. But we never know. We don't know what's going to happen. But as of right now, there has been a strong downtrend. And one of the questions that I have is, where has all this liquidity gone? I mean, this thing was at $6 a share after the stock split, a high of $7.50. Where is all the liquidity gone? That's one of the main questions. Is it investors? Is it just day traders? Is it shorters? Or I know there's a company that owns a boatload of Humble, which is Fordley, and I haven't done one video on them because when I took a look at what they do, how they operate, there was absolutely nothing that gave me an indication that they are a solid company. I watched the video of the CEO, and he talked about possibly, trying to figure out a way where he could get, where he can cash out on some of Humble's pay equity rise, right? The rise and increase in equity. He wanted to figure out a way that he could maneuver or get some of that equity out to invest in his business. But again, I didn't know or have a strong belief in anything that he did. He seemed a little unprofessional for me. He didn't really give me that CEO appeal. Now, again, I've been watching earnings reports from CEOs for the last 15 years, and he isn't a CEO that I was impressed by. And so when he talked about possibly getting some of that liquidity out early to invest in the business, that gave me, an uneasy feeling, because what are you doing right now in the present moment with your business? Right? So if you're a CEO of a company, what type of vision are you setting for that company? So that's why I never did any videos on Forwardly, because I wasn't impressed with anything they had going on. All right. I wasn't impressed. All right. But back to Humble, I don't know what's going on. Maybe Forwardly is taking some liquidity out. Maybe they've kind of devised a scheme on how they can capitalize. I'm not sure. I don't even want to talk about that. But there's a lot of liquidity that has left. And the question is, who's taking the liquidity? All right. Is it just shorts suppressing the stock, pressing the stock down? Or is it just investors that are just fed up with the technicals and fed up with the trajectory of Humble? Because when, again, it's awesome to be a long-term investor. I'm long, but also we have to be realist. Okay, we have to be realist. And I love the hope. I love the motivational speeches. I love the opportunity that's around the corner. But as of right now, we need to truly be paying attention to the technicals. And the technicals have been telling us that it has been a consistent downtrend. All right. You don't even need technicals. All you need to do is just log into your account every day and see that you're down 10, 15, 20%, 30%, 50%, 100% in your position. So I know you guys that have jumped in when it was $5 a share, when it was a $6 a share. I know you guys are kind of upset, uneasy, don't know what the position or don't know what the future of Humble holds. But again, all we need is great earnings. All right. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a great earnings report, because that's what's going to help propel this company back to positive movement, back to a strong uptrend, back to $4, back to $5. We need great news. We need great data, not hope, not, this company owns Tickery, and if we can get a certain percentage. Look, I want the CEO to tell me what his vision is for Tickery, right? I want the CEO to tell me, how many transactions are being processed on a day-to-day basis when it comes to Humble Financial. What is the profit that he's taken off the table every time a transaction is processed with Humble Financial? Merchants, what's the profit margin for every time a merchant uses Humble Pay and processes a sale or processes a buy? What's the bottom line profit? Those are the things we want to know. Again, I know people don't like it when I begin speaking about the specifics, but at the end of the day, man, I'm like Big Brother, right? So Big Brother says, I'm going to hold you accountable, right? I believe in you. I hope you succeed. But during the process of all this, I'm going to hold you accountable. And that is what we need. I haven't seen many YouTubers out here that's willing to say, hey, what the hell is going on with the CEO? Give me data, give me specifics. I want to know what's going on. And oftentimes, that happens with youth. Even you could be a 60-year-old man, but still have inexperienced in the market if you haven't been in the market as long as most people, someone like myself has. So again, I'm not a 20, 30-year vet, but I've been in there over 15 years, and I've seen, I know the company that I represent, I've seen the CEO speak every quarter. And he talks about the vision. He talks about profit margin. He talks about earnings per share. He talks about price earnings. He talks about book to earnings. So he talks about all the things that I'm looking for. And so when I'm looking at the CEO of Humble, Mr. Foot, I want to know some specifics. All right, and it's just that simple. But going back to the technicals, we do have momentum coming back into the stock, and hopefully we can ride this thing back up. So let's wait and let's see how things happen. Friday is a day that typically, if we do have some green days, Friday may be a day where we sell off. So we're going to have to wait and see how that turns out. But as of right now, we have the momentum coming into the stock. We did have a bullish candle, so let's wait and see how things happen. But again, let's get back to that 20-day moving average of 250. All right, cross that 20-day moving average and moving up. Okay. All right. Again, I've always talked about, if you're going to have a position in Humble, you need to have a position in Digitbyte, digital currency. We all know Brian Foot is working with the Digitbyte team, and the Digitbyte team is in every single Humble financial blockchain ETX. All right, so we take a look at Digitbyte. Digitbyte has been on a nice upward trend. As of right now, we can see that we are having a little sideways trading the last couple of days. We had a reversal in pattern. We came back, we bounced off of that. Now we have some sideways trading. So hopefully once we get to that, possibly we get back to that 20-day moving average of 11.67 cents. Possibly we could rebound off of that, make two highs. And remember, Bitcoin itself is kind of trading sideways right now. So all of the cryptocurrencies will falter. They will sputter if Bitcoin, the king, is sputtering. Most of the other cryptos will sputter as also. But again, hey man, get yourself a position in Digitbyte. Also, one of the competitors of Humble, this company has been investing or doing the same things that Humble it's doing before Humble started doing it. All right, so innovative payment solutions. Now, I do have a small position in this company, and again, it's always important to diversify. So IPSI is another great play. And what they do is they actually have their deal is basically set up with the United States and Mexico. Whereas Humble is trying to approach the, the payment solutions, the merchant, ETX, block trading. They're doing everything on a global scale. Well, IPSI is really focusing on, Mexico. So we take a look at the IPS wallet. So they do have their own wallet. Innovative Payment Solutions is working on creating a secure and dynamic digital wallet. The company is designing a more comprehensive payment ecosystem that will improve daily lives of consumers on one transaction at a time. Our digital wallet will enable payments on a global scale, from betting on your favorite sports teams to payday loans and cash advances. Our robust digital landscape will allow customers a wide range of payment options. So again, another great opportunity, man. I learned about this, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I'm sorry, maybe 5 or 6 months ago, and I began taking a position on it. So how it works, IPSI Pay client deposits a designated account online or via kiosk and receives an equivalent number of IPSI coins. So they're developing their own coins. All right, so these coins are used for transactions over a blockchain network in order to perform any kind of financial transactions. Holders of holders of IPSI pay coins have immediate access to funds via financial institutions. So remember, someone had asked me about, crypto. What is it? How does it work? And they wanted a very simple, dumbed down example. And so what I told them was, have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese? I said, absolutely. So in order for you to use the games or anything in Chuck E. Cheese, you must bring forth your cash and transfer or convert your cash into Chuck E. Cheese tokens. So now you are able to participate in all of the activities in Chuck E. Cheese using their Chuck E. Cheese tokens. So that's basically what a lot of these crypto spaces are representative of, right? So in order to use, their business or their business model, you must convert your cash into that type of crypto or those type of tokens. All right. Now, man, so let's take a look at this. Instantaneously transfer of funds from the U.S. to any country in the world. Fast and secure transactions, immediate settlement at a low cost. Through our numerous kiosks, our mobile app, or desktop app, our customers have access to bill pay and money transfers wherever they are. So listen, family, if you have some Humble, if you have some DigiPay, hey, get a little bit of IPSI. Our IPSI kiosk platform strategy aims to provide simple payment solutions and low-cost financial services for consumers and businesses. These kiosks offer access to digital payments for the unbanked and underbanked, allowing for remittance, merchant payments, microloans, and other financial services. So, one thing I like about Square is, they offer these microloans. So a professional business, small business, they may not need a $5,000 or $10,000 loan. They may need a $1,000 loan, a $1,000 loan just to get them to the next pay period. And so Square is processing those to help small business. And so is IPSI. In 2019, IPSI Kiosk Network processed roughly 4.5 million transactions in Mexico, totaling over $17 million. The company currently has 50 kiosks that it intends to install at retail locations in Southern California. It also plans to deploy kiosks in other states. So again, man, look, this is a phenomenal play. Add some shares. Again, there's enough room for everybody. There's 9 billion people on the planet. Humble's going to have their fair share of people. Hey, IPSI could have their fair share of people. So make sure you are in both of these plays. All right, now let's take a look at the stock. Listen, kind of like where Humble was. It's only 11.8 cents per share. All right, so we did have a nice run up. When Humble was running up, they were running up. So we did have a pullback, and we had another nice run up from 19 to 17. So people had an opportunity to double their money. And if you double your money, most times people will get out. So as of right now, we do have a Doji candle right below the 20-day moving average. So let's wait and see what happens. There may be a reversal in pattern, and so maybe this may be a great time to jump into IPSI. Okay, again, it's a great potential. Same amount of potential as Humble Pay. Again, IPSI isn't in as many things as Humble, but IPSI is honed in on focus on a few things. And so if they are honed in and focusing on a few things, man, they have a huge potential to succeed in those few things. All right. Now, I hope this video added a little bit of value to you. Listen, family, I'm tired. I worked last night, man, put in 12 hours, and hopefully I hope this video added a little bit of value to you. That if it did, hey, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, keep coming back for more wealth building information. Peace.